Today going to Tintamarre Islands. But first I have to do some chores. Let's bring away the trash. We are doing a joint trash run. Let's make life a party, even bringing the trash out. Now let's go sailing. I met some old friends who live on a catamaran and they were throwing away this stove. And it looks a hell of a lot better than mine. It's a little dirty, gotta clean it up. Looks in pretty good condition. So, nice, got a new stove. And my stove, these two are totally seized up. This one is not really working. This one works, but I gotta actually keep this in between for like a minute before the fire stays on. And actually, it's not very different in size, so I'm hoping it actually just fits, but you know, that's probably not, but we'll see. It's a little windy today, so I have to do a little more effort to pull the anchor in. Alright, vámonos, let's go. I'm leaving a bit earlier because Keith will be a lot faster. It's looking good! Maybe see you later! The couple you just saw on that smaller blue boat, they came to my boat about an hour ago. They crossed together, they're in their 70s, they crossed from Canada here, the same route that I did. That's amazing! That's really amazing. Like, I know how challenging it sometimes for me was. A lot of respect for them. Alright, let's go to Tintamarre Islands. It's a little bit of downwind until we go around that point, and then it's upwind. 5 knots, pretty good. Almost there. I just dove down on the mooring buoy. That is the most untrustworthy mooring buoy I've ever seen. Although the rope strands are almost gone. So I'm asking my neighbors to hold us one more ball available, to keep that ball available, and I'm gonna relocate there. I dove down to the other one too, and that one looks good. Let's go there. Thank you very much. That makes life a lot easier. previous stove, all these legs were breaking off and you cannot really weld them easily back. Here there's no legs anymore. I think it's needless to say that I'm making progression. The current hose I have does not fit on this stove. Also, the current hose I have I bought in Guatemala, and I've always wanted to replace it for a thicker one. Now Keith has about 2 weeks ago switched from a propane stove to an electric stove. So he has a good hose for it that fits and that I can buy for $10. Let's go get the gas hose and drink cocktails. From Keith I have the regulator with about a 1 meter hose. I just need to draw a hose from the gas bottle to here, which I'm gonna buy in the next day. So when I go back to Marigot, I'll go pretty soon because now I can't cook, and especially I cannot make my morning coffee now. Keith and Becca are leaving today, so I'll see them again in a couple months. We're gonna explore the island together. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
My kayak arrival did not really go as planned. I'm totally soaked. Welcome to Tintamarre Island. Let's go explore. Reserve Naturel de Saint Martin. So this is Saint Martin and this is Tintamarre Island, where I'm now. Let's go check it out. This seems some kind of old farm or something. Like honestly, looking at the quality of the concrete, but also the quality of some of the wood still, it kind of looks like it's been built, but then never finished, because some of the parts here really don't look that old. Also the roof tiles, for the Caribbean heavy sun, they would look way worse if they would be an old structure. So I'm gonna guess they were building this and then probably Hurricane Irma a couple years ago destroyed it. Today's project is the fridge. My fridge is not really cooling well anymore, so I'm going to check out if I can do or see anything on the compressor.
Alright, well that's a good start right here in terms of what you got. So you see how
well, that's dirty.
Yes.
If we're lucky, that's it. Keith asked me, you don't have compressed air to push through, right? I'm like, yeah I do. I have a dinghy pump.
Smart idea, mate.
What do you think it is? And is it potentially fixable?
Yeah, I'm not an expert in this, so definitely out of my specialties, but I do have a basic understanding. So this thing was really matted over, right? And that's the air intake essentially, and there's a fan behind it. And it had, over a period of time, lost its ability to pull air in. And so what we think was happening is this compressor is getting really hot, too hot. Heat causes inefficiency both in terms of electrical use and then mechanical use, and both of these are occurring here. And so the unit is working less effectively because it's getting too hot essentially. And over a long period of time that can damage the downstream components, or we could be lucky and it could have just been getting overheated and it's not damaged any of the downstream components. So what we've done so far is we basically just removed one variable, which was let's get enough airflow around the compressor and cool it off and see if we start seeing the unit behave more effectively. If that happens, then we're kind of lucky and say, yeah, we probably got it fixed, just give it more airflow. And if it's not, then there's probably a downstream effect, a cause of either the control board here is either malfunctioning and or it is causing the compressor to malfunction and essentially ask for too much juice. And if those two issues they're a little bit harder to fix. They're not DIY in my capacity. I don't have the tools nor the knowledge to do that actually. So all I could do is suggest you would change out this the circuit board.
I'm lucky for now. After cleaning that dust off, it went back to normal freezing temperature. I'm going back to ground case. It's a really nice place here. It's just quite rolly, which makes it a bit challenging to sleep. It's going to be a lovely 1.5 hour downwind trip. All the smoke over there's some kind of construction company. I have no idea what it exactly is, but it does smell weird if you're on the other side of the mountain. All right, let's set the anchor. And any of you guys wanting to do this lifestyle, like really, I had no idea what I was doing when I started this, and after a year or two you get the hang of it and it actually becomes really fun. The people from the catamaran who gave me the stove, they were like, hey, we got some more stuff if you want to have it, like cutlery and stuff. But I can tell you one thing, if you live on a 30-foot boat and people from a catamaran want to give you stuff that they don't use anymore, it is probably still better than what you have on the boat. So let's go get it. My dinghy is deflating, sadly. I think the time slowly has come that I need to start looking for a replacement. One of the reasons you can make me really happy with things like cutlery is because in order for this to survive on my boat, I wash everything with salt water. And salt water is the worst for rust. So you need to have a really high grade of stainless steel. And it's actually really expensive, cutlery and high quality of stainless steel. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going back to Marigot, the capital of the French side of St. Martin, to get a propane hose and some other stuff. I'm not gonna run the engine, there's so much space around, that's not necessary. Let's put it up and then pull the sail out. It's only a 3-mile downwind trip. Almost there. All right, let's go find the gas hose.
I built it in 86.
You built this place in '86?
Yes, sir.
That's amazing.
Incroyable. And it hold all hurricane.
Really?
Just the last one took this roof. That's it. But it was the time to change it.
And what's the name of your restaurant?
Le Bateau Lavoir.
Thank you very much.
Marigot.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day too. Thank you. Take picture there.
Okay. Pretty place. It is a pretty place.
It's paradise in town.
Paradise in town. I love it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
I was filming in the street and she was like, take a picture of my place. So, okay, if you're in Marigot, go there. All right, back at the Ace Mega Store. Let's see if they have what I need. I have a cheap grinder and a cheap sander on 110 volt. Mine died because I have some saltwater intrusion occasionally. I sealed the whole deck now, so it should be fine now. But yeah, I'm gonna need them in Grenada when I'm gonna haul out. I found a hose barb at the shop yesterday. I think you call it hose barb. And I thought it fit. It's 3/8, but the thread doesn't fit. Apparently I need 3/8 UNF. So today I figure when I'm going back, it's quite a ride. I'm just gonna take the whole stove with me, then at least I can on the spot check if it actually fits or not. I took out my previous hose, which looks like this. It is an official gas hose, but I just put in a new one. I just trust this quality more. The reason why this didn't work is because apparently it is reverse threading. So I bought this very expensive $40 hose that I'm still gonna use a barb slicer in the middle. Yeah, I know I could have cut it off and put the hose directly on it, but it's gas. I don't want to mess around with gas. $40, not expensive for safety. One official connection over here, and then here with a splicer and 2 stainless steel hose clamps on both sides. That's apparently good enough. Before putting it in, I'm just checking with some soap if there are no leaks. All seems fine. Well, let's give it a try. Oh yeah. Bacon and egg and coffee and a beautiful view in the background. What more can you want from life? Alright guys, I hope you liked this video. If you haven't already, consider subscribing or just giving it a like. It's a free way of showing your support and it does actually help me a lot. I'll see you next time.